Earlier in the spring, I forget exactly when, I happened to encounter on social media a good friend of mine, Chief Larkin from the Waterloo Regional Police, and he was part of a campaign out of Waterloo, and they were working towards a great project for the Women's Crisis Services of Waterloo Region, and it was a very similar campaign as you see here. So immediately I thought I could partner with our emergency service personnel right here in Cobourg and Northumberland County. So I signed up Chief Villeneuve and Chief Detler and Chief Liu and Deputy Chief Thompson, and I said, listen, we're going to do this. This is going to be great. All I need you is your pretty faces for some pictures. So they were quick to support this great initiative. So before we move on, I want to just kind of talk about what this is we're trying to do. As emergency service personnel, we are sometimes the first people at a scene of domestic violence. Our officers, our paramedics, our firefighters are those people who are providing emergent care at that wee hour of the morning where victims of domestic violence need us the most. And we know from a fact as leaders in our emergency services areas that this has great impact on our membership. Also, we see this domestic violence can come into our workplace. So for us to be standing here as EMS leaders, recognizing that #SheCouldBe, we hope many will follow.
Family violence is a community issue that requires community solutions. So when Cornerstone was approached about She Could Be by Cobourg Police, we were very excited about the potential of the campaign. This campaign is a great way to engage with service providers, highlight local facts and statistics as they relate to the issue, and importantly, educate the community about the realities of who can be impacted and affected by community violence. Cornerstone appreciates all opportunities to engage with our community partners here today. We deeply value our ongoing relationship with Cobourg Police Services, and we're grateful for the opportunity to enhance our relationships with Cobourg Fire and EMS, also here today. We are appreciative that these community leaders are stepping up as the faces of this campaign, and they are pretty faces, and for starting these really difficult conversations. It is the utmost importance to have these conversations and bring family violence into the eye of the public. Over 2,600 women, children, and youth accessed programs and services at Cornerstone last year. The demand is continuing to rise. This is a fact that we cannot hide from and pretend doesn't exist here in the county. However, we're hopeful that by working together, we can end family violence and create a place where hope can take root and grow.
Really important to recognize an impact that as leaders of emergency services, the chiefs and deputy chiefs can make. And when I saw this project out of Waterloo and Chief Larkin standing in front of it, I knew right away that it resonated with me. So I knew that it would resonate with others. So the opportunity arose. We worked with our corporate communications people, with my fire chief and deputy chief and our local EMS chiefs, and we came together to be out in front of this issue. And #SheCouldBe is just that. It could be anybody. It could be our moms, it could be our sisters, brothers, it could be anybody. So for us to get in front of this, to help reduce the stigma around domestic violence, around bringing this issue forward, it's always in our minds. So that was our goal with this campaign. The great thing about our county is that we do have a tiered response. So when somebody calls police or calls for an ambulance, you're going to get fire services, you're going to get paramedics, and you're going to get police. And when our officers or our paramedics or our fire personnel get there, they're the ones who are hitting domestic violence firsthand. So we thought it was really important to put our shoulder fascias in front of this and say that we understand what this is, we understand this is a problem, and we're here to help make it end. What we are going to do is, this is the launch of it, and we really want to see our business leaders, we want to see our political leaders, we want to see our men leaders, our youth leaders standing up, and that would be the next iteration of this program. Is I would like to see the young men who are leading our high schools and leading our service clubs standing up for to make sure that we can do everything possible to stop domestic violence.